Okay, thank you. My name is Herb Smith, the 100,000 Homes Campaign Manager.
Hold on for 1 second, Mr. Smith. Mr. Can you turn your microphone off? There we go.
Okay, thank you. The 100,000 Homes Campaign is a joint effort that includes Montgomery County Coalition for the Homeless, the Montgomery County Department of Health and Human Services, and many other organizations, nonprofits that form its leadership committee. The campaign served homeless individuals located in Montgomery County, Maryland, in emergency shelters, on the streets, in jails, and in hospitals. A survey instrument called the Vulnerability Index was used to identify individuals who have been homeless the longest and are the most medically vulnerable for prioritization into our permanent supportive housing. The Vulnerability Index is based on research by the Boston Healthcare for the Homeless, which demonstrated that certain medical conditions place a homeless individual at a higher risk than others for dying if they remain homeless. Over 300 staff, community members, and public servants volunteered to participate in the campaign. During the 3-day registry week that began with a 3-hour training on November 3rd, each day from November 4th through the 6th, 17 teams were deployed from the 2 headquarters locations that conducted the surveys between 4 a.m. and 6 a.m. in locations identified by hotspots by the outreach community. Existing staff familiar with the population were trained to conduct the survey in jails, hospitals, and shelters. The result was that 369 surveys were completed, and another 62 individuals were identified who refused to take the survey. Those individuals who refused have been assigned to the various outreach providers for ongoing engagement in an effort to get them surveyed. Of those surveyed, 159, or 43%, were considered to be medically vulnerable. 89 have experienced some type of mental illness, 30 were veterans, and out of 159 individuals, there are 537 hospital visits in the past year. The county works with local hospitals to arrange discharge for up to 200 people per year that are referred to shelters and occasionally nursing homes and other settings for post-hospitalization recovery from illnesses and injury. The shelter is not the appropriate place for medical rehab and ongoing stability in most cases. Now, in the build-up to Registry Week, the campaign has been building partnerships and relationships around the county that will hopefully lead to more cooperation in the future. The campaign structure comprises of an executive committee, campaign manager, and subcommittee. The committees consist of outreach, media, housing, logistics, supporter services, and resources. The campaign is truly grateful of the council's consideration, which will enable us to end homelessness to its most vulnerable homeless adults. It also gives us the opportunity to implement the recommendations of our Housing and Supportive Services Committee and create the most effective permanent supportive housing model. Not only will this ensure homelessness is ended for this group, it will also ensure that there will be savings for the county from the reduction in emergency room cases. This will position the county in the future to receive sustainable funding from Medicaid to cover much of the cost of services. The campaign has just finished a critical part of this was a successful registry week, but we have plenty of work to do. The campaign is in the process of reorganizing the next phase of the campaign, and we thank you for your consideration.
Thank you so much, Mr.